Hello and welcome back once again in my English video. I hope you all are safe and doing well at home. Now today in this video we are going to take worksheet number 35, and in this worksheet I'm going to teach you a new lesson from your English language, that is pronouns and its kind. So without any further delay, let's start the chapter pronouns and its kinds. Now the question is, what is a pronoun, or define a pronoun? I hope you all know that what are pronouns, but in this chapter we will be studying the kinds also. So first of all, let us define pronoun. Let us see the definition of pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. We all know that pronoun is a word that is used in the place of a noun. Noun, you all know, a person, place, or a thing, or an animal. They are used to avoid the repetitive use of nouns. Now, why these pronouns are used? These pronouns are used to avoid the repetitive use of nouns. Suppose, whenever you are writing, you have written an essay on your mother or your pet dog. Alright, suppose the first line on your mother, you write, my mother's name is. Okay, first line is my mother's name is. So you know that you are talking in that paragraph, you are talking about your mother. So in each and every line, will you write my mother is beautiful, my mother cooks tasty food, my mother helps me in my homework? No. So why? Because in like this you are repeating the nouns again and again. So that's why, to avoid this repetition of the noun in each and every sentence, we use pronouns. Okay, so when we know that we are talking about one similar person in every sentence, we use pronouns in the place of those nouns. Like, for example, pronouns are he, she, it, they, me, mine, her, etc. These are the pronouns, and there are much more pronouns like this. Okay, not only these, but there are many more pronouns also. So we will be studying pronouns according to their kinds. Now next question is, how many kinds of pronouns are there? Now there are 7 kinds of pronoun. In this chapter you are going to learn about 7 kinds of pronoun. Okay, so I have made this diagram. You will also make this diagram in your notebooks also. So pronouns are of 7 types. First is personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, relative pronoun, possessive pronoun, interrogative pronoun, and emphasizing pronoun. Alright, so these are your kinds of pronoun. So let's take these pronouns one by one and let's know more about them. Now first is your personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? Now personal pronouns are used for 3 persons in a sentence. That is first person, second person, and a third person. It means you all know that in a sentence, or when we are talking to somebody, there are maybe 3 persons included. First person, okay, the speaker. Second person means to whom we are talking, and the third person is about whom we are talking. All right, first person means the speaker of the speaker in that sentence. Okay, and second person is to whom we are talking, and the third person is about whom we are talking. So first person pronoun will be I, we, me, us, mine, ours. Alright, second person pronoun will be you or yours, and the third person pronouns will be he, she, hers, they, them, theirs. These are third person pronouns. Suppose in a sentence, I and you are talking. It means I means myself, and you are talking, that means two people are talking. So the speaker is the first person and to whom you are talking with. That means it can be you and your friend. Okay. So you will be the first person and your friend will be the second person. And who will be the third person? About whom you are talking. It means you might be talking about some other friend or some other person, some other dog, some other thing. Okay. So third person is about whom you are talking. Next is your possessive pronouns. Now next, the second kind of pronoun is possessive pronoun. What are the possessive pronouns? Pronouns that shows possession or ownership are called possessive pronouns. It means that, what do you mean by possession or ownership? It means it shows belonging. So when something belongs to someone, that means those words which shows belongings or ownership of something or possession of something, it means we are talking about possessive pronouns. For example, in this sentence, this diary. Now this is, we are talking about a diary. This is a noun. This diary is mine. To whom this diary belongs? It belongs to me. So here I have written, this diary is mine. So mine is your possessive pronoun, because in this sentence mine is showing that diary belongs to this person, that is mine. Alright, those comics are theirs. Here the comics is a noun, and to whom they belong to? They belong to theirs, means third person. Mine, here mine is referring to first person. It means first person means, if I am saying this diary is mine, it means I am talking about that this diary is mine. The speaker is talking that that diary belongs to speaker. Those comics are theirs. It means that speaker is telling to the first person, is telling to the second person that those comics are theirs. Theirs we use for the third person. Mine we use for the first person. Got it? Next is demonstrative pronouns. Again, you have already read in previous chapters adjectives and adverbs also, and many other, that there are demonstrative word. All right, so demonstrative means those words which are used to point out something. So what are demonstrative pronouns? Demonstrative pronouns are used to point out the objects which they refer to are known as demonstrative pronouns. Those pronouns which are used to point out objects, which are used to point out things, or you can say people also. Okay, so they are known as demonstrative pronouns. For example, these are my pens. Now here, these is a demonstrative pronoun because it is referring to, or it is pointing out to pens. So these are my pens. This is the girl who helped the blind woman. Now here this is the demonstrative pronoun because it is pointing out to this girl. Okay, this is pointing, this word, or you can say this is a demonstrative pronoun and it is pointing out to the girl. This is the girl who helped the blind woman. Next is interrogative pronoun. Pronouns that are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. Again, with the word interrogative, you can understand that interrogative means questions or whenever we want to ask something. Okay, so pronouns that are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. For example, what do you want to eat for the lunch? Now here, what is your interrogative pronoun? Whom did you speak to? Whom is your interrogative pronoun because it is used to ask questions. Next is reflexive pronoun. So now reflexive pronoun is used to express the action of the subject reflects upon the subject itself. What does this mean? This means that the subject, this is the subject, she introduced herself. Let us understood by this example. She introduced herself. Now in this sentence, she is your subject, introduced is your verb, and herself is the object. Now this definition means that reflexive pronoun, this is reflexive pronoun, okay, this reflexive pronoun is used to express the action. This is the action, or you can say verb, and it is reflecting the subject itself, okay. Now in other words, you can also understand like this, that reflexive pronouns behave like objects to the verb. Now in this sentence you can see she is subject, verb and object. So the object, this is reflexive pronoun, it is behaving like object to this verb, okay. So you can also understand by this, like in the reflexive pronouns are always written after the verbs. The cat clean itself. Now again here you can see the cat is the subject, clean is the action, or you can say verb, and itself is your pronoun, object. So here this itself is acting like a reflexive pronoun because it is acting like an object to this verb clean, okay, and it is also reflecting the cat, that is your subject itself. So itself is your reflexive pronoun. Now next is emphasizing pronouns. Emphasizing pronouns. These pronouns are used to convey emphasis are called emphasizing pronouns. Now those pronouns which are used to emphasis on the subject, which are used to put more emphasis on the subject, are known as emphasizing pronouns. Now in other words, you can also understand like this, that pronouns or emphasizing pronouns are used with a noun. You would with a noun or a pronoun, like you can see here, I is the pronoun here and it is in the place of subject, okay. So emphasizing pronouns are used with a noun or a pronoun for the sake of emphasis. I myself baked this chocolate cake. Now this myself is putting emphasis, is giving emphasis to this to this pronoun, and this pronoun is acting as a subject here, okay. Now a pronoun that emphasizes the action done by the subject, this is action, and it is putting emphasis on this subject, it is called a emphasis pronoun. Another example you can see, she herself should clean the kitchen. Now again herself is giving emphasis that the action should be done by this subject, that is she. Now in the both sentences I have used pronouns. I and she are pronouns, okay. This is the first person, this is the second person. This is the first person and this is the third person. She is the third person, and these both are personal pronouns, okay. So herself and myself in these both sentences are acting as a emphasis pronouns because they are putting emphasis on the subject to do the action, okay. Now second thing you can understand by this, that this emphasis pronoun myself and herself are same as we were using in the, what was that pronoun, reflexive pronoun. Now reflexive and emphasizing pronoun are words are same, like myself, herself, themselves, okay, itself, but they are used in a different way in sentences. Like in that reflexive pronoun, these were used as the object. Reflexive pronouns were used as a object to the verb, okay. Now here they are used before the verb. In reflexive, these pronouns were used after the verb, and in emphasizing pronouns, these pronoun myself, herself are used before the verb. This is the main difference. You can make it out that how you will identify these reflexive and emphasizing pronouns. Just remember that the emphasizing pronouns are used before the before the verb, and inflexive pronouns, these are used after the verb. Now next is relative pronouns. Now relative pronouns. A relative pronoun shows the relationship between the noun and the word following it in the same sentence. Now it means that a relative pronoun is the one which is used to refer to noun mentioned previously in the same sentences. They can be people, places, animals, or things, or even ideas also. Okay, relative pronouns can also be used to join sentences. Now for example, here you can see I saw a woman. Okay, I saw a woman who was wearing a funny dress. Now, who is the word which is referring to the noun here? And noun here, who is the noun here? Woman. So, in this sentence, woman is the noun here, and in this sentence, who is referring to this woman who is mentioned previously in the same sentence. So, I saw a woman who was wearing. Now, who is telling that we are talking about the same woman in the sentence. Second is, this is the dictionary which I bought yesterday. Now here again we are talking about dictionary, a noun here, and which is a relative pronoun which is referring to the noun mentioned previously in the sentence. Now here the noun is dictionary. Okay, so it is mentioned before, and then this which is referring to this noun. Now other relative pronouns for examples are whose, whom, who, which, and that. These are the relative pronouns which we use to join the sentences also, and also we use these pronouns as relative pronoun to show the relationship between noun and the words in the same sentences, or you can say to refer to the nouns that are mentioned in the sentence previously. Okay, noun can be person, place, animal, or thing. Okay, now here I have explained you the 7 kinds of pronouns. I have completed the explanation. Now we are going to understand the exercise on this chapter. Now fill in the blanks with personal pronouns, interrogative or possessive pronouns. Now here the sentences are given and you have to fill the pronouns correctly. You have to read the sentence and you have to make out that in which sentence which kind of pronoun could be used. Now it can be personal pronoun also, it can be interrogative also, it can be possessive pronoun also. Now personal pronouns, you all know that personal pronouns are of 3 kinds. Personal pronouns can be first person, second person, or third person. Now let's start with the sentence number 1. Dash am sorry if dash have hurt dash. Now what can we fill here? Interrogative, it is not a question, or it is not showing any position, so that means the personal pronouns will be filled here. Now am we use with I, so we will write here I am sorry if, again I have hurt you. I am sorry if I have hurt you. Now I is the first person, again here I is the first person, and you is the second person. Second sentence is dash is your brother's cycle. Now which pronoun will come here? This is a question mark here, so it means it is a interrogative sentence, so we can write an interrogative pronoun here. Dash is your brother's cycle. You can write where or which. Okay, we will write where, W-H-E-R-E. Where is your brother's cycle? Next is that house is dash. That house is, you can say yours, you can write mine also. So I am writing mine. That house is mine. Noun mine is your, you can say personal pronoun also, or you can say possessive pronoun also. so that house is mine. But because we are showing the possession here, this is the thing, okay, so we are showing the possession here, so it is your possessive pronoun. Mine is a possessive pronoun here. Fourth is Anil has lost dash pen. Now Anil has lost. Again, here we are talking about pen. So again, possessive pronoun will come here, his. Anil has lost his pen. Next is now. Now girls dash must not get excited. Now girls, that means first person is saying this line, or the speaker is saying now girls. Now here it will come you. You must not get excited. You is your personal pronoun and it is your second person. We have had dash breakfast. Have they had dash? We have, we when we use we, speaker, we who use we, speaker, so here will come the personal pronoun for the first person. We have had our breakfast, okay, we, because we is a plural, then with we will write our. We've had our breakfast. Have they had? Now here we are talking about third person they, so they, we will write their for they. Have they had theirs? Okay, this is possessive. Believe dash, dash will not betray you. Believe us, or you can say believe me. You can write here also believe me. This is your personal pronoun, believe us. If you are writing us, it means it's plural, so you will write we. Believe us, we will not betray you. If you can write believe me. If you write me here, you will write I will not betray you. Okay, it is just the matter of singular, it is the just matter of yes, singular and plural. Now here me, you are talking about one person, yourself, so me and I. And if you are talking about more than one, that you are talking about us, that means you are including the first person is talking about the it's himself, and also he is including the other people also. So here us will us, and it will be connected with we. Believe us, we will not betray you. And if you use me, believe me, I will not betray you. Next question. Write whether the underlined word is a reflexive pronoun or emphasizing pronoun. Now I have told you that there is a little bit confusion about reflexive pronoun and emphasizing pronoun. So with this exercise, we are going to take that thing clearly, how we can differentiate between reflexive and emphasizing. Now this first sentence is the horse has hurt himself. Now what you have to do, you have to mention that this underlined word, this underlined pronoun is reflexive or emphasizing. So what you will do here, you will write answer like this, okay, and then you will write one, and then you will write the sentence, the word himself, okay, or you can rewrite the sentence also. I'm just writing himself. The horse has hurt himself. So what did I tell you? That when the pronoun is written or it is acting like an object to the verb, it is your reflexive pronoun. Now answer number 2, sentence number 2. Pinky dressed herself beautifully for the party. Now again here herself is acting as an object to this verb dressed. So again herself in the second sentence will be your reflexive pronoun. Okay. Now the third sentence is The thieves hid themselves. Again, in the third sentence also, this themselves is acting as an object to the verb. So, themselves in the third sentence is again a reflexive pronoun. Okay. The fourth one is she herself is to blame for it. Now here she and herself. Herself is the pronoun. Which kind of pronoun? It is a emphasizing pronoun. Why? Because it is emphasizing on the subject, that this action is done by this. Okay, it is emphasizing this subject. So we will write she in the fourth sentence is herself. We'll write herself is a emphasizing pronoun. Okay, now you can also see that this herself, this pronoun is written before a verb, and here in the second sentence, or you can say in the first, second, third sentences, the pronoun is written after the verb. Okay, after the verb. This is written after. In here it is written after the verb hurt. In the second sentence it is written after the verb dressed. In the third sentence, themselves is written after the verb hid. So these are reflexive pronouns. And here in the fourth sentence, the verb, so the pronoun herself is written before the verb. So it is your emphasizing pronoun because it is emphasizing the subject. You can say noun or a pronoun. Fifth is you will enjoy yourself. Now again here in the sentence, yourself is what kind of a pronoun? It is again a reflexive pronoun. Why? Because it is written after this verb. It is acting as a object to this verb enjoy. So this is your reflexive pronoun. Sixth one is we ourselves serve the guest. Okay, now here again ourselves is your emphasizing because it is emphasizing the subject here. Emphasizing pronoun. Okay, seventh one is herself. Again, Ria herself made this painting. Now again herself is emphasizing on this subject. So herself is emphasizing pronoun. Okay. Eighth one is the baby ate himself. Now the baby ate himself. Now this action ate is done by the baby himself. So this himself, this pronoun is acting as an object to this verb. So himself in the eighth sentence is a reflexive pronoun. Okay, so I hope you have understood this exercise also. Do this work in your notebooks very neat and cleanly, and also you can check out the videos again and again if you don't have understood. But don't worry if you haven't understood. We will be revising this chapter, revising these exercises again in the revision exercises before your exam. So till the next video, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.